Have you ever wondered why some people seem untouchable? Like no matter how hard toxic individuals try to break them, they stand firm, calm, unshaken, and utterly unbothered. What's their secret? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on Sigma INFJs, a rare personality type that evil minds can't handle. From their unbreakable morals to their eerie ability to see through lies, let's dive into why manipulators, narcissists, and energy vampires crumble when they cross paths with these human enigmas. 1. The unshakable moral compass. Why evil can't bribe a Sigma INFJ. Sigma INFJs are like walking rulebooks of right and wrong. They don't just have morals, they live by them, breathe them, and defend them like a lioness protects her cubs. Imagine a corrupt politician offering them a suitcase of cash to keep quiet about a scandal. The Sigma INFJ wouldn't just refuse, they'd laugh in his face. Why? Because their sense of justice isn't for sale. Evil thrives on cutting corners and bending rules, but Sigma INFJs would rather walk barefoot over hot coals than compromise their values. They see greed, lies, and shortcuts as weaknesses, not tools. Manipulators quickly realize there's no price tag high enough to shake their integrity. Whether it's money, power, or empty flattery, Sigma INFJs stick to their guns. And when evil realizes it can't bribe or bully them, it panics. 2. The human lie detector. How Sigma INFJs see through the smokescreen. Ever met someone who just knows when you're lying? That's a Sigma INFJ. Their intuition isn't a guess, it's a superpower. While most people fall for sweet talk or fake charm, Sigma INFJs pick up on the tiniest cracks in a manipulator's act. The way your voice shakes when you tell a half-truth. The way your eyes dart sideways when you're hiding something. They notice it all. Evil loves to wear masks, but INFJs rip them off without breaking a sweat. A narcissist might spin a sob story to guilt trip them, but the INFJ is already 3 steps ahead, thinking, nice try, but I see your game. They don't need proof. They feel the dishonesty in their bones. And when evil realizes it can't fool them, the act falls apart. 3. Silent strength. Why noisemakers lose to quiet resolve. Sigma INFJs don't shout, argue, or throw tantrums. Their power comes from icy, unshakable calm. Picture a toddler screaming in a grocery store. That's evil trying to rattle a Sigma INFJ. While manipulators huff, puff, and slam doors, INFJs stay as still as a mountain. Toxic people feed off drama and chaos, but Sigma INFJs starve them by refusing to react. No yelling, no insults, no begging for respect. Just silence. And here's the kicker. Silence terrifies bullies. They thrive on attention, positive or negative. So when an INFJ ignores their antics, they're left scrambling. It's like trying to start a fire with wet wood. Without a reaction, evil's power fizzles out. 4. The empathy shield. Turning evil's weapons against itself. Here's the twist. Sigma INFJs are deeply empathetic, but that's exactly why evil fails. Manipulators expect fights, yelling, insults, aggression. Instead, INFJs hit them with understanding. Say a coworker tries to sabotage their reputation with lies. Instead of firing back, the INFJ might say, "You're clearly hurting. Let's talk about what's really bothering you." Suddenly, the bully's script flips. Their insults bounce back, their threats fall flat. INFJs don't fight fire with fire. They douse flames with compassion. Evil can't handle this. It's like bringing a knife to a pillow fight. No matter how hard they stab, they can't win. 5. Master strategists. Outplaying chess while evil plays checkers. Sigma INFJs don't just think, they plan. While a toxic person is plotting next week's gossip, the INFJs already mapped out the next decade. They see patterns where others see chaos. A manipulator might set a trap, but the INFJ's been preparing for it since day one. Evil loves shortcuts and quick wins, but INFJs play the long game. They'll quietly gather evidence, build alliances, and wait for the perfect moment to strike. By the time the villain realizes they've been outsmarted, the INFJ's already moved on, unharmed. It's like a chess grandmaster versus a toddler smashing pieces. Evil doesn't stand a chance. 6. Boundaries of steel. The no trespassing zone. Push a Sigma INFJ, and you'll hit a wall. Invisible but unbreakable. These folks don't just set boundaries. They enforce them like a bouncer at a VIP club. Toxic people love testing limits, probing for weak spots. But INFJs? They'll shut you down with a polite no and zero guilt. Say a friend constantly guilt trips them for favors. The INFJ won't argue. They'll simply say, "I can't help this time," and move on. No explanations, no apologies. Manipulators walk away baffled, muttering, "But I always get my way." INFJs don't negotiate with emotional terrorists. And when evil realizes it can't cross their line, it retreats. 7. The truth bomb. Exposing evil's weakness without saying a word. Sigma INFJs have a secret weapon. They mirror reality. When a liar spins tales, they don't argue. They just stare calm and steady, as if saying, "I see right through you." Evil can't survive in the light of raw honesty. A narcissist might brag about their fake achievements, but under the INFJ's quiet gaze, they start squirming. No accusations, no drama. Just the truth reflected back like a mirror. It's like holding up a flashlight to a cockroach. Evil scuttles away, exposed and ashamed. 8. Energy vampires starve here. The INFJ immunity. Energy vampires, drama queens, guilt trippers, eternal victims. Meet their match in Sigma INFJs. These personalities empathize, but don't enable. Say a coworker constantly dumps their problems on the INFJ, fishing for pity. The INFJ will listen, then ask, "What's your plan to fix this?" Toxic types thrive on endless sympathy, but INFJs refuse to drown in their chaos. They'll hand you a tissue, then gently push you to take responsibility. No fuel for the vampire's fire. Result? The energy drainer gives up and finds someone else to suck dry. 9. The long game. Why evil burns out, INFJs endure. Evil is flashy but fragile. It wants quick wins, destroy, exploit, repeat. Sigma INFJs? They're marathon runners, built for endurance. While a manipulator exhausts themselves scheming, INFJs conserve their energy, focusing on meaningful goals. 10 years later, the villain's a burned-out mess, still chasing cheap thrills. The INFJ? They've built a life of purpose, strong relationships, a solid career, inner peace. Evil's shortcuts lead to dead ends. INFJs? They take the scenic route and end up miles ahead. 10. The ripple effect. How INFJs inspire others to resist. One Sigma INFJ can spark a revolution. When others watch them calmly shut down a bully or walk away from toxicity, it's contagious. Evil relies on everyone staying silent, but INFJs show people how to say enough. Imagine a workplace where Sigma INFJ refuses to join in gossip. Slowly, others follow suit. The toxic ringleader loses their audience. INFJs don't set out to lead. They just do what's right, and others rally behind them. Evil isn't just fighting one person anymore. It's facing an army of awakened souls. 11. The final nail. Evil's fear of redemption. Sigma INFJs believe in growth. They'll call out bad behavior, but leave the door open for change. And that terrifies evil. Why? Because redemption means facing your flaws. A manipulator would rather vanish than admit they're wrong. So when an INFJ says, "You're better than this," it's not kindness, it's a threat. Evil can't handle the idea of being good. It'd rather self-destruct than change. And that's its ultimate weakness. Conclusion. Let's face it, the world's full of users, liars, and emotional pirates. But Sigma INFJs? They're the quiet force that cleans up the mess. Not with fists or fury, but with something far stronger. Unshakable authenticity. Evil doesn't just lose to them, it dissolves like sugar in hot tea. So here's to the Sigma INFJs, the ones who don't just survive the darkness but snuff it out one truth bomb at a time.